And as they get ready for that big national event, we come back here to our top local story, the legalization of marijuana. It is now rolling out across the nation, with the recreational use of the drug already legal in 4 states and the nation's capital. And now nearby Vermont is weighing the options of joining the list.
Our Kimberly Howard has a look at what that would mean for the state and how people feel about the possible change.
In about 24 hours, people will fill these seats here at Vermont Interactive Technologies to discuss this issue. If you come to one of these sites, you'll have your questions answered. And you'll also hear from the RAND Drug Policy Research Center, which has been looking into this issue for the past few months. The medical use of marijuana and the decriminalization of the drug has won favor in more than a dozen states, but the outright legalization of pot is still a hot-button issue, especially for law enforcement in Vermont.
This is a mistake.
Bennington Police Chief Paul Doucette has been outspoken about not legalizing weed for years.
I have spent my entire career combating drug issues in and around Bennington, and simply taking marijuana now and making that legal for people to use is not the answer.
Doucette says drug addiction is a huge problem in Bennington, where they recently announced the opening of a new drug treatment center. Doucette says legalizing marijuana sends a mixed message.
We're saying to people, listen, we know we have a drug problem, but hey, at this point, let's legalize the use of marijuana.
Lawmakers in Vermont are considering the possibility. Governor Peter Shumlin's administration called for the RAND Drug Policy Research Center to analyze possible taxing systems, giving lawmakers a better idea of how much money legal pot can raise. Doucette says those numbers may be deceiving.
We're already spending huge dollars in the state of Vermont to treat people with opiate-related issues and other drug-related issues.
The research will also look into public safety and health concerns, but people we spoke with say they don't think that will be a problem.
I don't think it's a real big deal, personally.
It keeps people out of the correctional system.
A lot of kids are out there doing it, so, what are you going to do? They're going to keep arresting kids and stuff for smoking it.
The answer to that question may eventually go to voters, but first, people can hear what researchers say a pot-legal Vermont would look like. They can also voice their opinions for or against before the full report is released next year. The meetings will be held here in Bennington, as well as several other VIT locations throughout the state from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. If you can't make it out, you can always stream it online. In Bennington, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.